Yo, it's me, Captain Gold, and you're watching the 5th episode of my month-long Project Zomboid Survival Guide series for beginners. In the previous episode, our protagonist Rebecca Salvatore managed to use the helicopter event to her advantage. She also scavenged to the nearby warehouse, set up a generator at a nearby gas station, leveled up some valuable skills, and she even looted the rest of the storage facility she's living in right now. That being said, if you haven't seen the previous episode in this series, check it out before continuing on with this part. Also, if you have the time, go ahead and check out the playlist I made for this very series and the other Zomboid content I've published on my channel. With all that said, let's get this party started. So, Becca's got a busy schedule for the next couple of days. You see, I need to set up this base properly before I can tackle my other objectives, which means we're gonna have to get ourselves some furniture and utilities. Then I gotta organize everything. In order to keep things interesting, I've opted to abandon setting up in the main lobby. Rather, I'm planning on turning this tiny storage unit into a tiny living space. That being said, this is probably not going to be the most exciting episode, but if you like base building, this is gonna be the home improvement episode for you. Anyways, after running some quick errands at base, we arrive back at the trailer park. This place is pretty useless in terms of good loot, but it does have a bountiful quantity of decent furniture. I'm gonna need countertops with drawers, ceiling cabinets, a refrigerator, an actual bed, and maybe a table or a couch. And maybe I'll gather some food as well, especially some non-perishables to start building up my winter stockpile. There's actually a bit more Zeds here than I expected, but it's not enough to kill me, not by a fucking long shot. So I'm picking up the money on the floor because it actually makes for a good fire starting material. Oh look, another hiking bag. I definitely have to grab that. Okay, I grabbed the food that was worth grabbing. Time to start picking up some furniture. Hopefully I don't break too many pieces of this cheap IKEA shit. As you can see, this is quite the tedious process. It's honestly a lot more fun to play than watch. Okay, now that my van and inventory are full, it's time to head back and get to work. So that was a productive day, but we're not done yet. Trust me, it'll all be worth it. Let's go to bed and get to work in the morning. Rise and shine, time to head back to the mobile park. But before I head out, here's a lesson for you new players. I've made a minor rookie mistake. My weight has fallen to the point where I am underweight. This ain't good, as I now have that negative trait on my character. So I'm gonna have to eat a lot more, which really shouldn't be a problem. The power is still on and there's still plenty of processed food around. But remember kids, keep track of your weight. As soon as I got into this trailer, I ate some food. You know what's coming next, more picking up furniture and shit. Oh, look, a boarded up trailer. You know, there's bound to be some good shit in there. Unit cleared. Time to loot. Transferring heavy furniture sucks ass. It's super time consuming, but trust me, it'll be worth it. And just like that, it's time to head back. I gotta unload some loot and then I can get to work on my unit. So you're probably wondering why I'm building a rain collector indoors. Well, that's because I want a nice stockpile of water, and this big boy is going to hold all of that water for me. Alright, after organizing my loot some more, I decided to end the day by tuning into the Emergency Broadcast Frequencies Weather Report. Look at that! My weight is on the way up. That's actually good news. Okay, time to do some more boring shit, like finishing up the organization of my shit. Time to fill up bottles with water. I'm going to fill up that collector too, and I'm also going to fill up any other bottles I have. Once that's all done, I'll have an objective complete. There we go. Water reserves are now completed. So long as this collector is indoors, this water will stay fresh, untainted by falling rain. Now this is a little extra, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. My goodness, this is taking longer than expected. I promise next episode is going to be much more eventful. Time to set up a generator here for when the power goes out. Yeah, that's what this place needed. A fucking couch.
Hot diggity dog! This place is magnificent.
So, my objective of setting up my base is finally complete. Now I just gotta finish up these other 3 objectives in the upcoming episodes. Be that as it may, I hope you like my tiny home. There's plenty of storage space, a sink which will eventually be plumbed, a decent bed, there's a grill daddy outside, and a nice fridge in my main unit. Everything is tidy as well, just how I like it. You see, this is actually one of the more enjoyable parts of playing Project Zomboid. This is where the game turns into The Sims, except with zombies. With all that being said, I end the day reading my electronics skill book. Tomorrow, I'll be setting up a safe house near Phallus Lake for a violent loot run in a walker-infested town. Anyways, that concludes this episode of my month-long beginner's guide. If you like this sort of content, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to smash that notification icon so that you may be notified when I publish a new video. Speaking of videos, please check out my channel for additional content. Last but certainly not least, leave me a comment. Hell, maybe even leave some tips and tricks for beginners. I'm Captain Gold, and I hope to see you in my next video.